Cheers. I'm Auntie Bucky Tutu. This is Grandmother Malara. We are, what's the word for it? We are actually serving Grandmother's law on this council and letting them know that we are taking control. We as the Kabi mob have our own governance system, and there are a lot of men and women who are standing with us in this moment in time to actually, because they're sick and tired of what is happening within the government system. We need to stop this from happening.
Just do a wee scan of the many men and women. So Auntie Bucky, for those that don't have a comprehension of grandmother law, could you summarise it for the people that are really wanting to know what's going on here?
Grandmother Malara, she's the law. She's grandmother law.
So grandmother law is the original law of this country. We all come under grandmother law, and it is the highest of our law, LORE. It's not genderised so much as it can only be by the women. Even our senior lawmen aim to become grandmother at some stage because it is so widely respected. It's the law that covers the entire land, all of our Indigenous and Aboriginal, actually, well, First Nations, I should really say, the original law of the land. It went underground for a while. We just kept it quiet while the colonials came in and took over and brought their patriarchy with them. And we're now rising again to bring grandmother law back to the front. It has always been here. It's in particular in relation to our next generations, looking after our kids, our children and our children's children. Very important that we do that, but it's about walking the law right way so that everything stays alive.
Very well explained, thank you so much. So when we serve, or when you serve, and we are with you, hand in hand in the spirit of Wirragin with us, the council, the Gympie Council today, these documents, what does that mean to those living men and women within this council structure?
Within the council structure, it means that basically you've got to cease and desist. Even coming near us, you know, we're sovereign. Like, you're sovereign, I'm sovereign. Here, this is our land, this is our sovereign land. And secondly, the land that I'm standing on is Kabi country, so that's my land. What we are doing here is instilling the fact that every man and woman have a right to their own land, and that's sacred to them. And as you know, that they've whipped through a sacred site, Jackie Kundu, and a lot of these sites that they're ripping through are actually women's sites. If you go back into the research, they're women's sites. So what does that tell you? They're trying to keep the matriarchal or the grandmother law back down in the ground. They don't want it. So they're trying to make sure that we as men and women of this continent, of this world, because grandmother law doesn't just stop on this continent, it's right across the world.
Very good.
We have to make sure that grandmother law doesn't just mean us, it means the trees, the bees, the birds, the animals, the plants. It's everything, because it's about nurturing.
Excellent.
What are they doing if they continue in this building today, Nan?
Right, so Rebecca, come in closer and ask that question because the microphone's pretty light. So Rebecca, that was a great question. I was about to ask that. Thank you.
Nan, what are they doing if they continue to work inside this building today? Well, they're belligerent. That becomes back to genocide. They're still creating genocide on not just the originals now, but on everyone. So genocide is a big deal. And we've got to make sure, and if they continue, if they keep their hands tied and they're losing their jobs because of it, they've got to, have they got a conscience? Have they got children? Have they got grandchildren? All of this counts today because they are creating and genocide on their own children, their own grandchildren.
Yeah. Thank you. And just a reminder to people tuning in now, this is happening across the whole of Australia, otherwise known correctly as Terra Australis. This is happening everywhere, isn't it, Rebecca? Would you like to reflect on that?
Rock is falling down, I think it's legal now. Judicial notices and rise all sovereign beings deserve to be free. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it, guys. We've got a great big crowd here today. Have a wee look at who we've got. Very good. Okay, looks like we're about to continue on. Uncle Juma has just arrived, so we're going to be continuing on. Hole 5. We've got lots of people here today. We've got more people here than turned up for the Rugby World Cup, I can tell you. That was just me, I think.
In case the peasants are revolting.
In case the peasants stop.
Would that happen?
No, because they're for us. They help us.
I'm feeling revolting. I'm feeling absolutely revolted and revolting. But what a great crew we've got here today, folks. This is the people. What? 2,200 viewers. That's amazing. This is the people making the change. Alongside our original people, our Kabi people, many mobs throughout Australia, in the spirit of Wirrajin. The spirit of Wirrajin is the true spirit of black fella and white fella and yellow fella, red fella, blue fella, working side by side by side. And that is men and women, side by side, to take it to those of the corporate, corrupt systems who have taken this country, this land, unlawfully. This is grandmother law in the making, and it belongs to everyone. All of us who choose to be embraced and a part of this community. This is big stuff. We're just waiting for Uncle Juma from Northern Territory to arrive. Okay. Stay with us, guys. We're about to serve the documents.
Everyone get ready.
Okay. We're going in. Going in. Get your crash helmets. Let's be revolting. This is happening, folks. We're about to serve this documentation on this Gympie Council. My place, Gympie alone, has over 1,000 members. It's the fastest growing My Place in the whole of this land, and we've got a very, very active community. And here's supporting our Kabi people, our Kabi originals. Hand in hand, side by side, this is where the new earth begins, is here. You can see how many people are engaged, and because we've been busy, they've been busy correcting and looking at documentation, we probably lost 30 people because they had to go to do other things, but we've got a massive turnout here today. This is not to be laughed at. This is community in action, and this is what Lou and I have been telling you particularly since the beginning of COVID. You've got to do it together, and you've got to stand up, because we, the people, are the ones that can make a difference here. There's no point waiting on the mothership or the Galactic Federation or a politician like Trump or whoever. There's no point. We, the people, are the ones that are making the change in this world. Okay. I can't read the comments at the moment. The sun's in there. I can't do that. But just, so tell us where you're from. Give us a thumbs up. Tell us where you're from. Is anybody here watching from Gympie? You better get on down to this council building right now and join in the fun, because we are revolting, and in a fun way. Here we are, guys. Thank you, Auntie Bucky. Can we take it into the shade? Let's have a look. So hold 5, team. Have a look and see what's being served.
I'm just giving you a few pages to look at.
Wow.
So it's a big document.
It's a big document.
It hasn't been done overnight.
So
All of some prints there are from witnesses and those who are part of the servings, part of what we are doing. And we are very serious about making this work. We're not sitting on our hands. We're actually doing something about it. So we've got the flags.
got Ulukai's flag there.
Yeah, that's the flag of the globe, the whole world. And this is the Kabi. And that's not exactly what you call a flag. We've got grandmother's law there. So it's all there. It's all in place.
So how long in the making is this, and when did it begin?
This began.
Just a silly question, I know.
It's been going for a long time, but we just didn't know how to put it together. It's been done and then done again and then done again. So now it's come to the final. It's like writing a book, isn't it? We've got to find the right words to go with the right stories.
I believe this has been served on the Vatican, correct? And what happened?
The Vatican stood down.
May I?
Yep.
The Vatican stood down.
Yes.
The Vatican said, oh, no, we take back whatever it was that they declared for this country. They took it back because they got sued.
So they've gone, oops. And what about United Nations? Tell me about their role in amongst this.
We don't know.
They're a mob of crooks too.
Yes, we don't know where they stand. They just want us to think that they're doing good things. But we've got them marked.
We're afforded the right to self-determination under the Charter.
Yeah, and we are afforded the right to determination under their charter.
Yes, self-determination. Very right. Absolutely, under their own charter. And don't they have a genocide component to their
Geneva Convention.
Geneva Convention? So, yep.
We've done
Luke,
So
please come and introduce yourself, Luke.
where are you from, Luke?
I'm in attendance today to watch the Kabi Kabi Nation and the documents of self-determination. Again, you know, like Auntie Bucky was saying, we're afforded the right under the UN Declaration to self-determination. These papers primarily state that we are no longer in aid of the corporation to assist us in our commerce and trade anymore, and you know it's pretty clear that the only thing that supersedes statutory law, military law, is the returning sovereigns, and the returning sovereigns have returned.
Thank you very much. Beautifully said. Woohoo! Oh, this is so familiar, isn't it?
But last time we were only 10, 12 people. There is now quadrupled.
Over 70 Australian citizens from Gympie and surrounding areas.
Oops.
Here we are, folks. We're at the Gympie Council. These people are about to be served. This would be probably the biggest the contingent they've had here for a long, long time. This is very exciting times. Stay tuned. We are in this together. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, actually. We are in this together. If you've had enough, and gather with your community. This is, you can barely fit in this little area. Yeah, Auntie Bucky's going up to serve these documents. Shh, shh, shh. This is a historic day. I hope you realise, if you're coming from other parts of the world watching this, this is a historic day in this beautiful land. This is not the only council that's been served. Councils, courts, governments, state governments and their minions have been served by digital documentation over the past week or two. This is the first time for the Kabi to serve their self-governance documentation to this council. This is very important. What about a cup of tea and a scone? You got to have a bit of fun. So if you want to find more about what's happening in this land with grandmother law, then join Zoom, 7 p.m. Thursday evening. Go to peoplescourtofterraaustralis.com and you'll see of this council. They're good. Accountability, integrity, customer service focus, communication, and teamwork and collaboration. Uncle Jimna from Larrakia Tribe, Northern Territory, here with us, supporting us today. And grandmother, yeah, and they spoke at a ceremony earlier on. We've had the Butchula peoples come and support us, and we are hand in hand, linking arms with this in the spirit of origin. That we're just your folk, we're just your community, we're your neighbours, we're your shopkeepers, we're your business owners, we're guardians of the land, farmers, retirees, all sorts of people standing together now and going, that's it, we've had enough, and big things need to happen. The documentation that's standing behind the Kabi is immense and irrefutable. Here we go, folks. We're on. Good afternoon. CEO, that's right.
I'm good, how are you? And Robert, you are the CEO?
I am the CEO.
Okay. Good. Now, if you don't mind coming down here.
No, no.
I'm here with the lawman. This is Uncle Zuma and grandmother Mara. We have a document here to serve you in regards to our own self-governance. We are under grandmother law. We will give you that document, and we've all come in peace. We're all working together, and at the end of the day, we want to make sure that you realise that Kabi and all the mobs across this continent are self-governing. We don't need the council to come onto our land and destroy it. We've already had the Jackie Kundu destroyed through, through all of you fellas who don't care about our sacred sites. They're heading to Poona Lake, trying to destroy the land around our sacred women's area. That needs to stop now. All of this needs to stop. We come in peace. We don't come in, as you may think, in anger. We just want you to understand that this is our law, this is our self-governance, and we want you to understand that.
This is our son.
Those are the United Nations Declaration that obviously backs up the rights to self-determination of the original people. And this is an open forum, I guess, for you guys to come and stand in the truth and work with the original and the superior.
Look, thank you, everyone. Look, thanks for these. Noted. We're on camera, so we got it all covered.
All you need to do is read it.
Yep.
And understand it.
You are now set.
You are now being,
Your sake, read
you're
it.
now being served.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. Hooray! Wow. Wow, Auntie Bucky. You were awesome.
You don't write stuff down, you kind of hope that you say what
You were awesome. Hey. Well, folks, I hope you've enjoyed that. You are a part of history. Please share this around. Share it around. And if you haven't already, start your own My Place Gympie. Get in behind this grandmother law. Get in behind your original people. Get on side. Be linking arms in the spirit of Wiradjuri. This is the start of massive change. Do not doubt yourself. Do not doubt the power of community. Thank you very much. Over and out. We love you.